So I didn't vlog for Cape or PopCultCon because I had some health issues, mental and physical. It was not fun for me, but the cons were great. Let's start with Cape. Cape was very industry focused as usual. The vendors room looked better than last year. I still think we should probably get more vendors in there just because, you know, we need to support more local artists and sellers, and Cape would be a good way to do that. The panels were pretty good. I went to competing in cosplay, and what I learned from that is that I really should be competing in novice, but that's okay because I only compete at one con anyways. I went to a Gajinka panel because Carly was running it, and I love Carly, and I was in Gajinka that day anyways. It was half Gajinka designing and half original character designing, which I thought was really cool because I do a good original character design coming up. Hopefully, secrets. The only downsides for Cape, I feel, were the food available, which the convention can't really do much about that other than hiring a caterer, and I don't think it was in their budget to hire a caterer. The hotel restaurants had some restricted hours, but was pretty good for the most part. The only other option, unless you wanted to get out and drive somewhere, was to go to McDonald's across the street, and when you're having health issues like I was, it's not the best option. The other downside was that the two panel rooms were mushed in with the photographer suite and the vendor's room, so it was a little difficult to sometimes hear the panels, but the respect between the shared spaces was actually pretty good, and the photographer suite was relatively quiet while the panels were going on, and the vendor's room was relatively quiet while the panels were going on. There were a few cases where that wasn't the case, but you know, big groups of friends seeing each other in similar costumes, you know, we always get excited anyways. So yeah, Cape was pretty good. I would just like to see them supported more so they can afford more things to make the con a little bit better, and maybe separate the panel rooms again. But you know, they did pretty good for what they had, yeah. PopCult. It was my first time going. It's definitely a small con. It seems to be a beginner level con. Cons really shouldn't have levels, but every panel that I went to was geared towards, so you want to get into cosplay, or how to make your own patterns, how to sew. What's an otaku? Is it a kind of sushi? I would probably want to go back and panel myself, just because I have a panel that's ready to go whenever. That would probably work for that convention. And the vendor's room there was pretty decent size. It was about 2 rooms big. I got a lot of stuff. I got new Lolita shirts, so new outfits coming soon. Yay! They were decently priced too, so that was real good. I only went to one big event because I got distracted by playing Breath of the Wild. Oops. The deathmatch was hilarious. The improv acting with the cosplayers was great. Even if they fumbled and didn't know what they were going to do, they still made up for it. It was great. I was surprised Rusty Shackleford made it to the finals in a room full of anime fans. But, you know, he was a great one. I really liked him, and I was rooting for him. Don't mind my dog vomiting lake water in the background. She swims and doesn't stop until she's sick. It's ridiculous. Bye, Bryn. You done swimming? Yep, she's done. She's out of the water. It's definitely a community. There were some inside jokes that I didn't get because I didn't go to PopCult's first year. But that being said, it's also a very welcoming community. I got so many compliments on my Mapmaker's costume. Mostly people wanted to know what character I was because that wasn't actually a character. That was that one time I saw a thing and wanted to make it. There was a lot of questions about how I made my giant paintbrush, so maybe a prop building panel would be great there. Shout out to anyone who does prop building panels. Check out this con because they might want you to panel there. Apply for panels, just do it, it's fun. Oh, their gaming room was real sweet. They had many different consoles that they kept switching out throughout the day. They had this one console that was one game only, but it was the pilot seat to a mech. I didn't get to play it, but I watched so many people get frustrated with it because they had to figure out what the buttons do, and the buttons are not labeled and it's great. And of course, I got distracted by playing Breath of the Wild. Have a life update! I don't really know what my next convention is. I might go to Granite State. I have a friend who's going. I have a couple friends who are going. And I do like going there, because it's a rather medium-sized convention. I haven't gone to many panels, but they have a lot of, it's an official Comic-Con, so they pull in a lot of guests. And if the guests are ones that I want to meet, I might go. If the guests are not ones I want to meet, I might go anyways just to hang out with my friends. So Granite State might happen. After that, I don't know what my next convention is. Probably Aresia, which I am hopefully having plans for. There will be meetups happening spontaneously. I am actually skipping the next one. The cosplay picnic is happening next weekend. I'm skipping it because I am currently out of state. I'm sorry. I have to go. The dog needs me. All done? All done? Oh, goodness. You're all wet now. That is not how you get dry. Oh, God, you're a mess. You ready to go in now? Okay, I'll see you around.